Cesarean sections can save the lives of mothers and babies and prevent brain damage in newborns. There's sometimes an absolutely necessary choice in delivering a baby.
But many people, including some doctors, argue that the C-section rate is too high. And tonight, as we conclude our series, Baby Bills, we meet a couple who went to extremes to try to reduce their chances of having their baby by cesarean section.
I had been going to this physician for pre-pregnancy gynecology care for several years and hadn't had any problems with that.
But after Sharon Robinson found out she was pregnant, she became uncomfortable with her doctor.
As we were coming into the examining room, the nurse was telling us he had had 4 deliveries that day, 2 of which were cesareans. So we were looking for a birth experience where we could be in control, I think, is essentially, you know, have things go the way we wanted, but safely.
Sharon and husband David Rowe decided to go to a certified nurse midwife. They drove 2.5 hours from Warrenton to Bamberg, South Carolina for a series of prenatal checks and delivery. C-section rates for Bamberg's nurse midwives is a fraction of those you'll see at local hospitals, 4 to 8% compared to nearly 30% at for-profit institutions. One of the keys to those lower rates, they say, is patience.
First of all, we stay with our patients in labor to ensure their safety. We tend to encourage lots of family support, and there's a good amount of literature saying that a woman who has a support person, a loved one with her, has a less chance of complications and a less chance of having a cesarean than a woman who is left to labor with strangers. We also tend to, as long as the mother and baby are healthy, not have a time clock that you have to be so many centimeters by X o'clock.
Sharon's family helped her through a difficult labor, one that lasted more than 48 hours.
We were checking fetal heart rates through the whole thing and everything was fine, but just the length of the labor, I feel sure that with that particular physician I would have had a cesarean. Now there might be other physicians that wouldn't have been the case. Now, we didn't make the decision personally because of financial reasons. We could have afforded to have it at the hospital. I would just say to check into the statistics of the physician that you're going to, discuss it with him. What reasons would they give you a cesarean? Am I going to be involved in the decision? Are you going to tell me what my options are through the whole the whole process, which is what the midwife did with us.
Along with patients, several doctors also advises couples to ask questions and educate themselves.